In a week, the leaves are back. It sneaks up on you. Amazing. We have blossoms. Peach tree. Boom! It sneaks up on you. Mysterious ways. All of a sudden, it's just there. Our mulberry trees. We have fruit, grapefruit, and new blossoms, orange blossoms basically, grapefruit, citrus blossoms. We've eaten almost all of the mandarins. There's about 10 left. And we got new blossoms coming in right here. Amazing. There's a shortage of life, of love. You think a few chemtrails are going to stop the sun? It ain't going to happen. There's so much abundance. There's so much energy. I'm going to post my song today. It's called "And Spring Shall Come Again." It's one of the recorded songs I've got up there. And so I'm laying in bed this morning doing the inner body awakening. I do it an hour and a half every day. You don't need to do that, but I recommend you do it at least for one session in the morning and one session at night before you go to bed to get connected. By the way, please join our webcasts if you want sort of inner circle stuff of the actual clearing process, dealing with clearing out our old stuff, which I've been going through for a year and a half now. It's still going on. I'm feeling very enthused this morning though, and letting in the new, right? That's what we're doing on Earth. We got to get rid of this programming, the matrix control, the debt slave system, all that, and we got to replace it with real abundance. Abundance. Shake your ass. Shake your money maker. Abundance. Abundance. Yeah, your abundance. How do we do that? So many are suffering right now under the old. I was listening to Andrew Yang. He's running for president. He's talking about universal income for people. But he was giving statistics that are shocking and scaring about the suffering in America right now, the debt, the opioid, all that stuff. And mainly the money system, squeezing people out. So how do we undo that? And I could just feel God whispering, Spirit whispering, my own soul whispering, saying, it's about energy and love first. When you take away hope or vision or belief, faith, hope, vision, that enthusiasm, and theos, I am. Enthusiasm means God within. And theos, iasm, enthusiasm. When you take that away, the suicide rates are the highest ever in America. Fear of the future, least children being born, people aren't hopeful for the future. Why? Because we're creating a crisis point. I heard Eckhart say this the other day, and I totally believe it. Now, he's so non-attached, He'll just say little things. We're creating a global crisis point because it's out of crisis, the crux, the crossing, the cross, the slice, the vesica Pisces, the cross, the slice between dimensions. You have to create a birth. A birth is a crisis. If the mother doesn't know what it is and doesn't have other women telling her, she thinks she's dying. What the fuck's happening to me? I watched Gabby have puppies for the first time a couple of years ago. The first puppy came, she's a tough little character. She growled. She went into like, what the fuck is this? I'm going to fight this. And then after the first one came out and kicked in her hormones and instincts, she was fine. But at first it was like, what's happening to me? It was a crisis for her. I heard her growl at her butt, at her vagina, at her pooter. And she's like, what the fuck is this? Well, that's where we're at collectively, and you could view it that way, one way. By the way, speaking of survival, this is a super chat. Please contribute if you feel it's worth what I'm offering to you, and vote with our money. What money we have, whether we have a lot or a little. apply it towards the growth, towards the birth, to those things that are assisting our planet with birth, like local farmers, like direct, support those things you like. Messages like this, if it works for you, appreciate it, thank you. So I was just feeling God's whispering source, my own soul, going, this is not a problem, Tobias. All that dire trucking is going to go automated, and 3.5 million truckers are going to lose their jobs, and 5 million other people, AI, artificial intelligence. And the squeeze of the difference between the haves and the have-nots getting bigger and bigger. And Source just reminded me, love is the spring of abundance. Look at the trees. They're over-fruiting. They have old fruit and are going to create new flowers. They're just like, they're coming, orgasming. The sun is a permanent orgasm. The sun is a permanent orgasm. That's what we are. We're permanent, really. Our 7 temples, stars, chakras, 9, 10, 144, 12, whatever model you use, are permanent orgasms. There's a white hole and a black hole at the center of your chakras. There's a sun, effervescing, effusive, effulgent, everlasting explosion of orgasmic, cosmic God force. That's what stars are, suns. And at this backside, there's a forever and ever sucking in black hole that disappears everything. You are built of those. Those are in you. How could you be assured? So all this is pushing us, the crisis of money, debt, slavery, fighting, the old model of divided and conquered humans, left and or right. So universal health care, the super libertarians are going to realize that, and not universal health care, universal income, giving every man, woman, and child in America $1,000 a month, will prevent so much suffering, mayhem, school shootings, bombings, terrorism, hopelessness, suicides, giant budget of incarcerating people. It's actually a smart investment. Check out Andrew Yang. So we're being forced to get back to source. And the Spirit told me this years ago, so I've always been promoting individual awakening is the key. Like Sting says in his song, there is no political solution to our troubled evolution. There isn't. That battle is garbage. And we're waking up to it. We're going, media, fuck media. CNN's, Fox, Sky News, bye-bye. They could be gone in 2 to 3 years. The alternative truth media, we're going to start, whether it's eating healthy, we're learning. Veganism's going through a major thing right now, realizing, there's a bunch of vegan people being exposed for lying about it just to make money. It's all going to surface. All our lies, all things shall come to light. How do we remedy this? By contacting ourselves back to our inner churches, our inner temples, our inner chakras. Beautiful. There's going to be a lot of suffering. There is already, right? Those statistics are not good about people starting to get more and more stressed and freaked out and all that. Flipping out. So how do you do that? You realize that there is no shortage of energy. That's a bullshit lie program we've been told. There's only so much oil in the ground. Yeah, well, let's stop using oil. All that, The energy is direct inside us. That's why every master, Jesus, whoever, it doesn't matter, Babaji, they don't work. They don't have social security numbers. They live directly off the manna. I have food you know not of. InnerBodyAwakening.com. Ancient Shiva technique. Sadhguru, everybody, Eckhart mentions it. The 108 reconnection techniques that Shiva outlined 35,000 years ago. I think it's longer, more like 75,000 years ago. That's it. Hook up to the sun. Hook up directly to the sun, to unlimited free energy with your own temples, your chakras, your body. reconnection techniques. The inner body awakening is the best. All that meditation, ascending, trying to rise up through your ivory tower head, it's an old model. Maybe it was right 3,000 years ago, but not now. We're here to bring heaven on earth, not to ascend out of here, to just dump it behind. Look at my video on spiritual descension I made 5-6 years ago. So when we reconnect, I have food you know not of, Jesus, Master Jesus says. Krishna's abundance, he's dripping jewels and everything. It's not a problem. Babaji, Sai Baba, all of them, they have no problem. Medicine Cloud, Hopi, they have no problem manifesting. They don't want to live in this crazy material, money, debt, slave system. But we have to step our way out of it. So connect to the inner source inside yourself. First, seek ye, right? First hookup, the first divine hookup is inside you. You are perfectly designed. So there's all these beings across the galaxy that want to come siphon your energy or loosh, steal from you. Sure. Why? Because you're incredibly powerful. They wouldn't be here if you didn't have it. They wouldn't be haunting us on Earth if we weren't a super abundant planet. Just look at the trees. The blessing is overstepping itself. It's coming and coming and coming and coming. And the buds on the trees shall bloom again, and spring shall come again. It's beautiful. Abundance. Love and inner connection. Love and energy first. But when we've been siphoned or shut down by media programming, by false pharmaceuticals, by whatever, fear, stress, survival, terror, pitted once against each other, it's a death race. It's a human death race, a suicidal race. So, innerbodyawakening.com, start with that. Feed yourself first. Every time on the airplane when they go, in case of loss of cabin pressure, first put the mask on yourself, and you're like, oh, I should have put it on Johnny first. No, because if you're dead, Grandma can't help Johnny. You gotta feed yourself first so you can become abundant and a blessing and an example and an effervescing. That's why we hang around masters. Because they're this field of vortex of solar, dynastic, effervescing, total abundance. And then you got to stop the guru game of going, oh, it's my guru, he's going to save me. But we're so addicted to that they sell us a religion of, here's the magic wafer, and all you got to do is take the magic pill and Jesus will do it all for you. It doesn't work that way. Hook up to your own divine self, motherfuckers. Inside yourself. Some connection techniques. And then there's times when we need to clear things. So energy and love. Connect with love. Connect with enthusiasm inside yourself. These times are tough. I've been going through hell the last year and a half. Ancient shit I'm clearing out of me. It needs to be done. You got to do spring cleaning. That's what we're doing. Springtime and cleaning on Earth. And learning not to waste it and smartly apply it, all that. Love and energy is the root cause, not pieces of paper. Are you kidding me? Benjamins, really? Worshipping the Benjamins? Seriously, rappers? Come on. Wake the fuck up. You rappers, you're all showing it's all about the money. Keep my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Show something deeper, Jay-Z or whoever that was. Show something deeper. You got a lot of people's ears and eyes. Show something deeper, a deeper connection, And that's where the safety zone is going to be. The safety zone is going to be in that inner connection. And we're reaching the crisis point on Earth more and more, where we're going to have to step into that or go down in violence and pain and terror and turning on each other. While little Eckhart sits there with his sweaters and goes, well, the crisis is coming. You know? Yes. But he's hooked up. He's fine. He's not worried about it. You don't have to be like him. You're going to be yourself hooked up. All right, I don't want to be preachy. That's been part of my problem, God said. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I might do something daily where we do a daily satsang, a daily Facebook, a daily webcast at some point where we commune with each other. This is going to change the world because all the storm clouds are gathering against the systems falling down, media, government, blah, 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 so forth, right? Yeah. We can do this. Many won't, but there's something new coming. These orange blossoms aren't going away. Mother Earth's not going away. Like George Carlin says, you are, asshole, unless you get on the program. Pack your shit, you're out of here. Unless you get with a new program. Connect to your own inner self, to God inside you. Only for those with ears to hear. I am totally letting go of those that are not interested in that, but want to try to keep going the old system. Let them take their souls that they're working with or feeding off and get off the planet Earth. Thank you. That's my vote. Love and energy. Love and energy. Connect to the inner love and energy. And then do the alchemy energy process to clear shit out. That's what I'm doing. And then reopen your heart with theheartenergy.com. Join us for our webcasts. Sundays. Last one was awesome. They're all awesome. God is amazing. Source is amazing. It shows up all the time. But Spirit's been very much telling me, stop you being the lead, the preacher, proselytizer, guru, teacher of it. It's a gathering of equals. I'm the facilitator, you know. Maybe, if it, you know, just like, okay, what about this, or who's got that, or what do you think? That's what the new model is going to be. Less authoritarianism. But we've been so addicted to authorities or celebrity worship or whatever. But it's all coming down. All the strongholds are coming down, you know. Third highest ranking guy in the Vatican Church, convicted of pedophilia. Well, you know, there's stuff coming, big data dumps, big reveals. This is the age of revelation. Don't worry, that's all take care of itself. Our main thing is to hook up with ourselves. Your divine fountains inside you. Your chakras are actual divine fountains. Why not drink from those Eldorados, effervescing, everlasting, effulging energy fountains? What, are you going to try to manipulate others to give you their money? How well is that going to work out? Big deal, you become a billionaire. You're like, I hate myself. Like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons. Ugh. Become an abundant soul. Energy and love first. Energy and love hook up first. Some practice. InnerBodyAwakening.com. Start with that. Or if you're not doing it, do it again. Re-listen to it. And I'm going to record a 45-minute version of it as well. If you've bought it already, it'll be there. You'll have that. It'll be coming hopefully in the next few months. So anyway, I'm enthused this morning with the abundance, the sun and the trees, and love and energy is unlimited. There's no shortage. Much love. Okay, webcasts on Sundays. You don't have to attend live. TobiasLars.com. You can get 10 of them for $150. So it's $15 a session, 2.5 months worth. That's what I used to charge for a soul counseling session. Still do. I do a few. If you're really led to a personal session, let me know. I'm doing a few. But mostly I want to just do the webcasts. Love you guys. Gabby, come here. Gabby was so enthusiastic this morning running into my room. I'm like, where does that come from? Where does the enthusiasm come from, Gab? Huh? Where does it come from? It's just full of morning happiness. Ah, babies. They're all eating grass. Maybe we're turning them into vegetarians again. All right. More to come.